Alright. We are back, guys, and I'm telling him what he sees with his aspects through the roof. So yeah, as for people, you see, you'll see a guy, actually, in the, in his office. And, there's actually not very many people in here right now. There's him and, maybe a few scattered civilians. A few door guards, really. There's probably, like, let me put a guy down for you. So that even though I'm using the guardsman stuff, he doesn't look like the same, kind of like renegade guardsmen that you've been fighting before. You know, he looks more like a fucking bouncer or something. You know, so he's not that big a deal.
Right.
And yeah, so I mean, there's a few of them here and there. And there's like one outside of his door. You can see the other one up there. And I mean, there's like maybe like two civilian people in here, but really, you know, not really threats that you could see. I'm gonna use this picture though. Of course, this is like fucking nothing like him really, but I like it. Shut up. Commissar Cezrin. No, that'd be like Cezrin. He's hanging out in his office. He does have two other.
Leader.
He does two other guys. Yeah, so far Cezrin, yeah, you believe, like from the information that came back, Cezrin is supposed to be the leader of the kind of gang activity that's going on the Pleasure World. And you know, I just like assume, like, you know, that since you have the data on him, if you were to like look at him, you're fucking yeah, you should your system will like match him up and be like beep beep beep, and this is him, kill him, you know, kill this guy or whatever you need to do with this guy or whatever, you know. So yeah, he's got two guys around him too. None of these people look like, they don't look that armed and stuff. I mean, their weapons would be like, I mean, their weapons are still like pretty well military kind of stuff actually. I mean, they're like basic las guns and stuff. What he has on himself, you can't quite tell for weapon wise. But okay. He has a, I guess it'd be like, you know, like cogitator in his room, and he's working on that a little bit and talking with some of his guys. Can't really make out what he's saying because of the walls and stuff, you know. Unless you have like your monk skills from D&D where you can read lips.
Fucking no. Dude.
But yeah, that's what you see.
So, I guess I'll walk here.
Okay.
Can I talk to? Say what?
All right. So you walk up there. You know, iconic Space Marine walk. And you know, kind of like, alerts them and stuff, and you can kind of see, you just kind of see them like kind of like looking up at the roof and stuff.
Well, I'd like to hit the roof with my hammer because I can, goddammit. So.
Okay.
If anything, just to scare them more, or something. Time to start fleshing them out. So, I don't think I'll miss the roof. So there's my hammer hit.
Okay. Well, as
you, if I have to.
Okay. Well, as you you know, walk on the roof and stuff, you know, they do start getting suspicious of what's going on, and you know, they're pretty alerted to actually what's going on at this point. But okay, so you hit the roof, you like smash a hole in it.
That's what I'm aiming for.
Okay.
Time to roll initiative. Or am I still in surprise round? No. Yeah, no.
Not in anything yet, but you smash a hole in the roof, you said. Okay. Alright, so you smash a hole in the roof. you can now clearly see these 3 people down here, and they can clearly see you.
Good.
And they kind of panic, but they have more like a confused look on you. And Cesar kind of yells out at you. He's like, "What are you doing to my roof?"
I'm going.
He's like, "Can't you talk like a civil person?" This is no.
I'm gonna
He's
drop
like,
a grenade in there.
he's like, "This is no way to treat somebody." You throw a grenade down there.
Yeah. We're killing him, right? That's our objective, is to kill Cesar.
No, but your objective is to get the gene seeds.
Yeah.
You throw a grenade down there though.
Sure. I'm not throwing it, dropping it. Can I just drop a grenade? Like, just let it go? Or am I gonna let it go and it's gonna fly backwards way far?
No, you can drop the grenade down in there. That's what you want to do though, right? Okay. That's okay.
Something tells me you're about to kill our main
frag?
objective.
You drop a frag in there?
Gene seed. Why would he carry the gene seed on him?
Hey, no metagaming.
The guy that knows
no metagaming. Let him do what he wants to do.
I'm not stopping him. I'm just laughing about it.
It's okay.
Drop it. Frag grenade.
Okay. You drop your frag grenade. He quick draws a weapon on you and fires. .41's gonna hit you.
No, it's not. I'm gonna dodge and use my +10. I also have a +30 for my whatever. So here, success. Fuck, you're shooting.
Okay. So you dodge his weapon, which turns out to be fucking melt again. And
those are pretty short range.
they do.
But I'm not that high up above.
All right, so blow your grenade and roll your roll your damage on that, and then roll initiative.
Actually, I have no idea what the grenade damage is. Is it 1d10 plus 2?
What's the blast radius on it too?
2d10 plus 2, blast 4.
Really?
This is the frag grenade. It's 2d10 plus 2, blast 4.
I had a 13, 15 with a 4 blast radius.
Where'd you bust your hole in, dude? They might be out of range.
Right here in front of. Like
What?
I said, I was just trying to scare them. I don't actually expect a leader to die from like just a normal something.
They're like normal people, dudes.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he's fucking hide behind people or some shit. I don't care about his life, to be honest. I'm just trying to make up excuses, so it doesn't matter. It landed here. It landed where I'm standing, but I'm standing back one. Like, it's just right in front of me. That square in front of me. There.
Alright, well, you're going to hit the guardsman on the very top and barely miss the other two.
Cool.
Okay. So you roll damage against him, which is a 3 and a 10?
13, 15.
These guys actually aren't that
15 with
bad when it comes to their shit. They're pretty fucking... They're okay. Okay. So you... Alright, so it explodes and burns the guy a little bit, so you did 13 damage to him. And it's... how much? What's the penetration on the frag? Is it 0 or...
0.
0.
Alright, so it does have 6 reduction on the 13, which would go, what? 2, 3, and 3 down, so 7. So 15 wounds total, 7 wounds dealt to him. Okay, roll your initiative.
No big... Everybody has armor in this game.
Most of my dudes actually have a 30 agility. 30 agility bonus. These do like 30 or 35. So
You get a Righteous Fury on a grenade explosion?
yes. You get Righteous Furies on every damage. Anything that's damage. You still have to make your check
I'm
though,
gonna fail this like hella bad.
which is like nothing. I don't... Basic... What is it? Well... You can't fucking fail dropping it, so how can you fail your Righteous Fury?
This
Maybe
is just
I didn't
rolling to
have enough
confirm that it
ability.
is Righteous Fury. I mean, it really doesn't...
Yeah, but
I
what
don't
what does he confirm against? Because would it just be basic ballistic? Because all he did was drop the grenade. He doesn't have to roll
You could
ballistic
give
for
him
that.
you could give him... I don't know, dude. It's up to you, man. I was just saying, like, maybe like a plus 30 or something because it's so easy.
Yeah, probably.
I'd have failed it anyways. I've only got 30 shooting, so
Okay, never
even
mind.
with a plus 30, I wouldn't have quite made it.
Alright, so roll your initiative, guys. Castless, you have like one car stacked up against it, and then you just hear his explosion.
Oh, brother, what's going on?
You can put your guy closer to the building if you want to. You could be like up to 10 meters
My
out.
initiative's wrong.
You got a 6, Sarah? Castle's got
What do you
12.
have? Castles?
That's the thing. I have 4 agility, but I put that up there and I had 5, but I got a bonus from somewhere. I don't know where I got it, so I'm just giving myself a plus 4, so I have a 10.
Oh, okay.
10.
I was like, that's impressive, actually.
Yeah, I was like, what? 60?
Yeah, I don't have that.
60
I would not
agility?
have expected a shooter to have that much agility.
I'm actually at 10.
I have 50, or I have 45.
Which is still impressive. So, what were we doing? Yeah, I rolled a 6. Terrible.
Castle, it's your turn. So yeah, you just like, you finish piling up that car and you like walk away a little bit. You can put your guy up to like 10 meters away or so if you want to. Like 10 meters or 10 to 5 meters away from the building if you want to. Because you're like pretty much walking away, and behind you hear a coming like kind of near from where you stacked up the cars.
Where's the car? Just like against the corner?
Yeah, I'll just put a text box there or something for you. But yeah, it's your turn.
Brother, what's going on?
I have located... I don't remember that guy's name.
Sezrin.
I've located Cezrin, and I dropped a grenade into their room as a scare tactic.
I will light the building on fire then, by the explosion of the vehicle I've stacked up. I only have 1. Or should I just enter the building?
The explosion would be good. We need a way to force them out. They're currently holed up in a room.
Acknowledged. Called shot, or
Whoa.
aim. Called shot the
Too
gas
big.
tank.
Sorry about that, guys.
Regular bolter round. Super success.
Dang.
I got.
Like nuclear fission.
All right, so you like hit the gas tank and it explodes. So what's gas tank damage?
How about...
Your
Sit-
call. It could be like a demolition charge.
yeah.
It's all super high powered.
Fuck. Say it. Well, building's on fire on the corner, anyways. That's no debate. Whether or not these guys, well, they should take damage. At least the dude on the very fucking corner should take damage.
I mean, if it goes through the building, that makes sense. I mean, that's some pretty thick cover, though, right? I mean, that'd be like a 16 cover at least.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing guesses out.
Yeah, I would say that.
Fuck.
I would say that you
That
hit the
car's
gas
a lot closer
tank.
to me than I thought it was.
Go ahead, Tara.
I said, oh, fuck, that car's a lot closer to me than I thought it was.
Yeah. I would say, so I'd say like it explodes and then, for like that one, I'll say like, it kind of explodes into more debris than, like a normal would do. So like it kind of explodes off and like parts of it kind of fly off and hit other rooftops of the building and start kind of setting that on fire. So you essentially just spread the fire like pretty fast all over this place. But I'm gonna say like it didn't really like blast through the wall and really do anything. I'll make them roll an agility, and if not, I'll have them knock prone. But we'll go with that.
Sounds good.
So then, two of them.
I'm done hosing.
All right. I'm sorry. One of them will go prone. Actually, make this guy back here go prone. I can't do anything right now. I don't want paintbrush. I want you. All right. So that was your turn. Okay. Alright. So, next people to act are the enemies. Or, I guess your newfound enemies. There we go. So, the guardsman that got knocked prone will use half action to get up, become unproned. And as a free action, he yells out, he's like, "What the fuck was that?" And then he starts heading towards the door. And now it's his turn. Guardsman number 5 is going to... let me see what he has on this thing real quick. Where's his thingy? He's going to take some shots at you, Sar, with his gun. On semi-auto. 29. That will be 1 bullet hit against you.
What kind of gun is it, anyways?
It's a bolt gun.
But it's a normal human one?
Oh yeah, normal human bolt gun. Pew pew.
I'm good.
Take the hit. Okay, so it hits you for D10, 3. So it hits you for 8 damage with 4 penetration. Well, I have tearing on it. Let's see. 5 damage. So it hits you for 10 damage with 4 penetration. To your 2992, which is that an arm or something, probably.
He didn't do anything to me.
Okay. Cesarin is going to go ahead and fire at you again with his. He's actually going to take a half action shot at you, which will miss, and then he's going to use his other half action to move closer to his door. Let's see. So the other guardsman that you can kind of see with your aspect is going to use a half action to actually open the door for them. No, I got wrong tool. And then he's going to take his other half action and run down the hallway. And then that's it. Your turn, Sarah.
The commissar is stuck right there at the door, right?
Yeah, the commissar's or the commissar picture, who's Cesarin. Yeah, he's not at the door yet. I mean, he's right there.
I should have used my reaction earlier to cat.
Sorry, point blank.
I think I'll
She had a gun.
drop. Can I just drop down into the room and then try to compel them?
Yeah. Well, compel. I know compel's a full action, so I think it'd take a half action movement to drop down.
Is compel full action?
Yeah, compel. I believe is actually. I think compel's either full or is Avenger that was full. Let me look real quick for you. I know Avenger's a full action.
I know Avenger's a full action.
Yeah. Let me check real quick to see if compel is a full or if it's a half. If I could find shit, because I can never find anything in this book.
It is a full action. That's shitty.
Okay, so yeah, it'll take a half action to drop down. You could compel them from where you're at right now if you don't want to move.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was just going to try to get all 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean it's mind affecting, and it's not like a beam or anything, so you don't have to like they're within range. You can see them visually, and you don't need to like.
No, that's right. I can.
It's not like
Yeah,
you're
I
firing a
forgot I can
beam
see
at them.
through the floor. Okay. I'm gonna try to compel all three of them then.
Okay, manifest your power. So my whip power is
Epic
40,
success.
40 on the guardsman and 45 on Cesarin. So I'll roll Cesarine's first,
Nice,
then the 2
dude. Holy
guardsmen.
shit.
You're affecting all 3 of them in there, right? So you're charging for?
I'm gonna try to.
Alright. So I'll roll Cesarin first, and the following 2 will be the other guardsmen. This is their opposed willpower test. Cesarin is unaffected. The guardsman that is further away from you is unaffected, but the one that is closer to you is affected by your power, the 46. So go ahead and what do you want him to do on his next turn?
Will I be able to? Can I tell him to pin Cesarin, or is that too much of an order?
He will not be able to pin Cesarin because his weapon does not fire fully auto. I think you need a fully auto weapon to pin.
Then
Says some examples include attack your friend. I don't know if you meant like pin with like the weapon or like tackle
grapple
him.
him, I guess. Yeah, like tackle him.
You want him to charge grapple him?
Yes.
Okay, so he could charge grapple him. I guess a little bit metagaming though. Since the compel is going to fade off, he'll probably just let go of him on his turn. I guess
That's what I meant by pin. I was gonna see if I get him to prone him or not.
I guess you don't need to charge him anyways. You can have him lock up, and then I can have him do the
Knockdown attack.
I could do the knockdown, yeah. So you want to try to knock Cesarin down?
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Is trying to get Cesarin prone, I guess, or what
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do. Get him prone.
Okay. So guardsman 6 will on his turn lock up or diagonal, doesn't matter, and then try to knock Cesarin down. The other 2 are ineffective. So that would be the end of your turn. Cassilus, it goes back to you.
Brother, status report. Should I head to the front entrance or try to pin through the back where the car exploded?
Currently, Cesarin and 3 guards are within 10 meters of me. It may be quicker to cut through where the car exploded and meet them at the bottom of the stairs. Cut through where the
Okay.
car exploded and head up the stairs is more precise. Would be more precise.
Alright then, I'll be all acknowledged. And I'm going to charge the door with my servo arm.
Nice.
Charge the wall.
Yeah. Fail.
Okay, just to clarify it again, because I guess I wasn't too clear. Cesarin's office would be like on the 2nd story. So if you charge into the wall, you would just kind of hit solid wall. You can do your turn again if you want to, or like if you want to try to jump up and like collide into the wall or something. If you could jump up a full story or something like that, or like up on the car debris then try to punch the wall, you could do that.
There's not a room under. There's not an open space underneath Cesarin's office.
No, it's like
Or,
solid.
like,
It's like
wall
solid
rooms.
wall. It's like pillar.
Oh, okay.
So if you want, we could say you kind of came up on some car and you're just like some car wreckage and you're servo arming like into his room. We could try that if you want to. No difference in your
Sure.
turn, essentially. Just to
Do you want me
clarify.
to roll athletics
No, you're fine.
or
It's just
acrobatic?
no. You just step up on like some car debris and you stretch out the servo arm and fucking punch into like the 2nd story wall. That's fine.
Okay. I mean, the wall's a pretty big target, so
Yeah,
I don't know if there's any bonus there.
you can't miss. You just roll damage.
Okay.
At least that's how I roll it anyways. Like bashing and stuff, you can't really miss. Unless you're bashing long range with like a gun, then that's different. But melee bashing, you can't fucking miss a wall. That would be
I
terrible.
righteous fury the wall. And I righteous fury it. Oh. Fuck.
Take the 2, I guess. I don't
That'll
know.
be... Yeah, that's a 2. So...
Oh,
Yeah, that's my initiative roll. I just need a regular roll. For
Yeah, you need one of
D10s.
these, man. Oh,
Yeah.
look, that's terrible. I'm glad I got those ones out of the way.
So that's 15 plus that'll be 29 pen 10.
Okay, so you just like obliterate the wall and make a hole.
Here. It's just standing right here, I guess.
That's fine.
All right, I'm done.
Okay. So upon seeing you more, they panic. And Cesarin yells out some more words. He's like, "What is the meaning of this? What are you after?" Says to both of you.
We are after our brother's gene seed. You associate with the cult. Surrender it now or be terminated.
Gene seeds? What the what are you talking about? He's kind of like, he's a little bit worried. He's like, he points his gun at fucking like, points his gun at Castlist and like his hand shaking. Then he points it over at fucking Sorrow and like points it back to you. He like doesn't know what to do. And the other 2 guys are kind of just like doing the same thing. They don't know what to do. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Recently, there was an expedition of, and I like recount how many space weapon marines there are,
It's like 5.
who came here. They were
4.
slain. Their gene seeds were extracted. You know the location of it, Cesarin. Reveal them now.
He's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea." He's like, if you want to, you can search this entire place." He's like, "I don't care. I just don't kill me." He's like, "You can have anything here. This is all yours. Just don't kill me."
Hey, Private Vox, Sorrow. Next course of action, brother.
I'm gonna just talk to them, just out loud.
Okay.
Drop your weapons then, and place yourselves against the wall.
All right. He's like, "Okay. All right. He's like, "Okay." He's like, "Drop your weapons, boys. Drop your weapons, guards, whatever." So they put their bolt guns down, and he drops his belts again.
I'm gonna go search the rest of the place while Sorrow is gonna talk to them.
Okay.
And bring any stray guards back.
Okay.
Do you think, Sorrow?
Let's have the general tell all his people to stand down.
Well, he did earlier. I mean, if you want him to do something, you gotta role play it at him. You gotta be like, "Tell your men to stand down," or whatever you're doing. I don't know.
Well, I just mean like earlier when he did it. Of course, I was talking just then. So I'm gonna drop down.
Yeah.
Boom. And he's not a general. I don't know why I said that earlier.
I know.
Cesra.
It's like, yeah.
Cesar, radio your men and tell them to radio your men and tell them to stand down. And should they sight a space marine, to not engage.
Very well. He pulls out like his microbeam. He's like, I don't know what you call it. He's like, nightclub bouncer guard dudes. He's like, we have 2 special guests. You'll know them when you see them. Put your weapons down. And then you can hear like some people over it just like, it's like, "Okay, boss." Looks back at you.
Cesarin, recently we have acquired intelligence that state that you have been directly involved with cultists and you are currently carrying or protecting gene seeds of our fallen battle brother.
It's like, cultist. He's like, he thinks for a moment. Cultist. He's like, "I don't deal with cultists, man. I don't deal with cultists. I don't know what you're talking about." I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about with these gene seeds either.
Are there bluff tests in this game?
Scrutiny, I think.
Scrutiny opposes it, yeah. Which we probably
good.
don't have.
I get a plus 30 to my scrutiny.
Plus
Fucking
30.
badass.
From what?
That's a success then.
You talking about your chapter trapping? Because that's plus 3.
Right, is it just the bonus to it? Like just a plus 3 on your roll?
Yeah, so like if you had if your roll was a 50, you get 53 would be your success roll.
Why? The point is that.
I don't know, it just says plus 3 on your scrutiny. You get plus 3.
It's a small bonus.
Yeah, it's a chapter trapping. They're not supposed to be
useless
like
bonus.
overpowered or anything good really. It's just a small
And
bonus.
how often do you scrutiny people?
I don't know, you're using it now.
Once.
Every-
I've done 3 campaigns now.
Which
It's a fail then.
okay. By how many degrees?
By enough. Well, 1, I guess. I don't
Okay.
know. Is it perception? 2 degrees.
Whatever, yeah. Okay. So, okay. You don't have any reason to suspect that he'd be lying.
I'm gonna go up to the front where all the club stuff is and plug in my Electu, and I'm gonna start the liturgy of interrogation. He who lies is in league with the heretic, and it's like booming over the speakers. And over Private Vox. I'm like, let him have it, brother.
I actually get bonus my interrogation for being a Dark Angel.
No.
And I'm trying to assist him with like the whole ambiance
Yeah.
of terror and interrogation.
Yeah, I caught that part. I can see that. Okay, I might miss some stuff sometimes, but not this. No, I get it. So yeah, okay, so he like freaks out a little bit more, and he's like, okay, look, okay. Some people rolled into town not too long ago, you know, like a couple weeks ago. Said they'd be doing some cybernetics, so, you know, got myself some cybernetics, got my boys some cybernetics, and that's all I know. I mean, why did they do something? Because I don't know anything about gene seeds, dude. I've never fucked with Space Marines. I mean, come on, look at you guys. I'm gonna fuck with you guys.
Where did you meet these men?
He's like, well, they came to me one day, and they were looking to set up some kind of, you know, establishment here. So they were looking for basic supplies, food, you know, decent drinking water, stuff like that, and basic salvage parts, really. So I owned an old abandoned warehouse, and I let them set up there. And that's where I do some of my meetings. Sometimes, you know, well, he calls himself Vex. Sometimes Vex contacts me, and we set up cybernetic deals or exchanges of, like, you know, I'll exchange him stuff that he needs, and he'll give me things that I want, like, you know, new cybernetics. He's like, all my meetings and stuff are in the cogitator right there. He points to it. He's like, it's all yours. You can have full access.
I will take this. I start trying to access his mainframe and all the information on it. I think we've already downloaded all of it, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of the stuff that you kind of already have.
Ask him where Vex's is and located.
Vexus?
Vex, sorry, I screwed up.
Then speak then and tell me the whereabouts of a man named Vex.
He's like, his exact location, I don't know. He usually contacts me, and then we set up stuff. He hasn't contacted me for a while though, which is a little bit odd. You know, he usually calls me. He usually contacts me like every couple days, but it's almost been like a week since I've heard from him.
What are the Vox codes that he contacts you on? What Vox channels?
He just like relays some Vox channels over to you and stuff, and gives you the code. He's like, he usually contacts me on this frequency.
Do they match up with the Tech Priest microbead?
No, it's actually something completely different.
Okay, I'm gonna start listening to that channel.
Okay. It's fairly silent, but I'll keep in mind that you have that channel open, just in case anything comes over.
Private Vox Sorrow. Do you think there would be any benefit in him pleading for help over the Vox? Or maybe trying to set up a private meeting?
I was thinking as much. Though it may be suspicious that out of the blue he contacts him, and the timeline doesn't fit well with me. Has it been about a week since we've been arrived on the planet, Hosen? Or has it been like 4 hours or 20 hours?
No, it's been a matter of hours. I would say, you've probably been going at this for about maybe 10 hours now, 11 hours.
When do we have a timeline for when the last Space Marine team was here?
I think I think in the beginning I said it was about a week ago.
Okay. It doesn't sit well with me. The timing of him losing contact. I believe the kill team whose gene seeds we were sent to retrieve was here about a week ago. So he's probably gone into hiding, and a meeting out of the blue would seem suspicious. But we can try it. It's better than nothing.
It is all we have at this time. I don't have any other leads. We don't have any other leads to really go off of. I mean, all the information that Vex had stored, or that Cezrin had stored, was deciphered, and this is the only location we really have. I'll still search the mainframe for anything new that's been added, or any recent calls, and try to trace them to locations, other locations, specifically ones that we can link to Vex.
Does he come here and do the operations, Cezrin?
No, we don't. You don't see the operations here. He usually sets them up at the other compound that we have. He has come here before though, so he knows about this place. But we don't do stuff here, too bloody.
Do you have any recordings of him or anything like that that would help us distinguish who he is?
He's like I have video footage of him coming here. He just kind of came here. Like he's been here a few times. He just kind of checks out the place, and he comes by and then we'll discuss he'll discuss things he needs and stuff, and then we'll set up our arrangements, and I'll get him food and he'll pay me, and that's kind of the extent. Or he'll hook our boys up with cybernetics. That's kind of the extent of what we do. Most of that should be on the cogitator, all the transactions and stuff.
I was gonna say, Cassius can look through it then and see if anything interesting comes of the video footage. I mean, do we know what Vex looks like? Is he the guy in the video with all the tentacles, or we don't know who that guy is? Mechadendrites, whatever you guys call him.
Looking over the recordings and stuff that Cezrin hands to you, you can easily match him up with the same person that you saw over the video and the mission briefing.
Very good. Is his melta-gun just a normal? It's just the two-handed melta-gun.
It's just a normal
one?
normal, yeah. I say that word. I'm like, it's a normal melta-gun.
Melta-guns are normal.
Yeah, right.
That's just a no-frills melta-gun then.
If you try to use it, you'd crush it. I'm pretty sure that's what you're kind of asking. Can I take that thing and use it? No.
I was seeing if I could take it and maybe somebody in our party could use it at one point.
Oh,
No big deal. Let's see.
If Castles had a battle server, you could probably link it up with that. That'd be pretty pimp. But yeah, can't get those until later, unfortunately. Fucking renown requirements. I should really just strip all the renown requirements out of the game, huh? That'd be interesting. Got enough rec for it. Fuck it, take it. Okay.
Let's see. Uh, hang on, let
I
me
mean,
think.
I'm looking for any leads here.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss myself for like where to go at this point.
Well, I know what to do for the most part, but I'm trying to think of anything else I might be missing for information wise. So, did Castless find anything? I guess for the moment, while I think about some.
No. It hasn't been too long, since stuff's hooked up really. So, nothing's really come over at all. Yeah, for his microbeats yet, or at all. Who knows? Shrug. I don't know.
Does
Hmm?
I'm gonna Vox Castless then.
Okay.
It seems our only course of action then is to set up a meeting with this Vex. Perhaps he will be baited into our trap. At the very least,
Specifically if he
communicate
needs
his
food.
current whereabouts. Yes.
Okay, then let's do that. That's the only way we can go. Cezrin, you will contact Vex on the Vox channel you've given me, and you will set up a meeting. Convince him that it is nothing to be concerned about, but that you're simply moving operations, that something has changed in your life. You've inherited a fortune from somewhere, and you're going to move your operations. And that in exchange for all the business he's given you, you want to show your appreciation. One good turn deserves another. That sort of action. Are we clear?
Yeah. He's like, I could do that. Where do you want us to set up at? I mean,
Here is
Here?
where you
Okay.
would normally meet him.
I can do here.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, he comes here, every once in a while, and we set up stuff in my office here. Sometimes we just do straight setups over Vox and stuff like that if it's some minor stuff. But yeah, I could do that.
When does he normally meet you? At night when the club is open, or during the day when it is closed?
Oh, he does not come here when stuff's going on. No, we always meet when we're on, I guess, non-business hours. But I mean, if you guys are here, I'm pretty sure we're never opening again.
That is not the case. You may live as long as you are not a true heretic. Do this for us, and you have served the Adeptus Astartes.
He's like, I'll do whatever it takes, man. I'm not dealing with this stuff. We just wanted some good cybernetics, is all.
Then set this meeting up for as soon as possible, tomorrow morning. Leave the rest to us, and do not interfere when actions take place.
He's like, all right, I'll set up the meeting for you, and then I'm gonna head on out of here.
Oh no, you're going to meet him here.
What? He's like, whoa, setting up one thing, setting up this meeting is one thing, but staying here and facing Vex when he figures out what's going on and you guys show yourself is a completely different thing. It's like, I'm not a fighter, dude. I'm a businessman. I'm a man of business, a man of pleasure, a man of fantasy.
Then make it your business to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, I will get the hell out of the way. You're right.
We need you to set up the ambush, to greet him when he gets here, to make sure everything is unsuspect, and then we will unleash death upon him.
It's like, well, I guess I have no choice. Okay. I'll start setting up the meeting.
Serve
I'll
the
try to
Emperor
contact
today,
him.
for tomorrow you may be dead.
He's like, right. I'll hail the Emperor. Gives you like, well, I guess you wouldn't see it, but over. How do you? See, like, he's like, hail the Emperor. Gives like a little small fist pump kind of thing. Yeah. It's like, okay, I'll set it up. I'll try to contact him.
I'll monitor the track.
Okay. So he sits back down in his chair, like in his office, chills out. These guys leave, I guess. Tells them to go hang outside. Alright. All right, so he like, makes his, tries to, I guess, make contact with Vex. Sits there for a little bit, and sorry, I got a burp. After a little bit, you hear a voice come over on the other side, and kind of responds, and it says like, Cezrin, I told you never to bother me. I told you I would contact you. He's like, I know, but you haven't contacted me in a while, and usually you contact me like every couple days needing supplies and stuff, so I was just calling to see if everything's okay. It's like, everything is fine, Cezrin. It's like, okay. I was wondering if we could set up some more cybernetic operations. He's like, I've been looking through the catalog, and I really like this biotic heart, and I just want to get hooked up with it, It's like, It's like, I guess I could do one final one. It's like, all right. It's like, can you meet me tomorrow, like during our normal meet times? It's like, yes, Cezrin. I will come, and I will meet you at our normal times tomorrow. And then the box ends. He just looks at you guys. He's like, well, there you go.
Your service is most effective.
Yep. He's like, I hope you guys know what you're doing. I mean, Vex is pretty fucking crazy.
How many men normally come with him? Oh, go ahead.
It's pretty close to what I was going to ask around with anyway.
Men? None. Server bots that'll fucking destroy you? Ranging between, sometimes comes with 2, sometimes more. Never seen him travel around with more than 5 of them, though. Probably creates too much of a scene. Refers to them as his little pets.
Do you have an armory here, Cezrin?
Here? No. No, I don't have an armory here. I mean, we have like basic lockers and stuff that the employees will, leave their stuff here, and I guess kind of like that, because they don't, the weapons that they have are my property, so I don't let them take it home and shit. They leave it here. But I mean, you'll find some bolt weapons. That's pretty much it.
What kind of test do you have to do to make a landmine out of a few grenades?
Tech use, maybe?
Perfect. I think there's actually something in the book about that.
Without tech use, then probably like logic.
Explosives.
I don't think it'd be like chem use. Would it be? I don't like
I
chem
don't think
use.
so. I think tech use would be right.
Yeah, I'd say either tech use if you
Or
don't have tech
ballistic
use, then
skill.
logic.
Or ballistic skill.
Ballistic skill. I can shoot the bomb, and that
And
will
tech
create
use.
it.
I mean, because that's all we need to do is just that, actually. I mean, we'll have to...
I'm gonna tell Cezrin, have your men repair the hole in the wall, and I will haul the burnt car away and try to help with the paint. And then I'm gonna private vox Sorrow. I think it would be wise to use some of our crack grenades as mines in strategic locations. Use the fortification, pretty much the one entrance, to our advantage, and just if the servitor bots come in, we can blow them up. Probably maybe even have some traps on the outside. What do you think? Have them rigged to blow from like a private vox, like just, radio transmission explosive.
Yeah, I'm assuming we can put together something like that out of modern technology. I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal with all the microbeads and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could totally
Hang
do
on,
it.
phone call.
Okay. I guess while he's doing that, then Uh, I'll go ahead and cut the video off here since I hit 50 minutes again, and I'll see you guys in the next one once they start putting their plan into
He has a phone
action.
call, he said?